Hi, I'm Christine Daniels. I'm a high performance coach, executive strategist, and keynote speaker. I'm also a founding member of America's first virtual Chamber of Commerce and Industry and the co-chair of the Leadership and Management Growth Committee. I run my own business. It's a coaching and consulting practice. The work I do is about developing leaders, building stronger teams, and integrating high performance with personal alignment, that inner work that makes the outer work sustainable. I deliver this through executive coaching, leadership development, and strategy work with executives, founders, and leadership teams. Before this chapter of my career, I spent over 25 years across capital markets, family office investing, and venture capital. One of the things I value most about AVCCI is what it actually is: a national community where professionals, business owners, and organizations connect, collaborate, and amplify each other's work. Building a business is one thing. Building it with the right relationships, the right visibility, and the right network across the country, that is something else entirely. And AVCCI is where that happens. If this sounds like the kind of community you've been looking for, we would love to have you. Learn more at avcci.us and learn more about my work at christineadaniels.com. I look forward to connecting.
Hi, I'm Steve Turner and excited to be a part of the American Virtual Chamber of Commerce, AVCCI. I am the owner and operator of Solomon Turner Public Relations in St. Louis, author of the book PR That Works, and a national speaker. We solve the problems of helping companies build their brand through PR strategies in this crazy era of AI. Solomon Turner helps business owners better connect with their customers and communities that they serve for the long term, and we help sales and marketing with long-term growth by using these PR strategies. We have clients nationwide. We've worked with a lot of people you would know, such as celebrities as Tony Robbins, Brian Tracy, Steve Forbes, and many corporations like Northwestern Mutual. So I invite you to reach out. Love to talk to you, meet you, and have a conversation. And feel free to email or call at the numbers provided. Thank you so much.
Hello, my name is Kristen Panella of Too Safe Consulting. I'm a founding member of AVCCI, and I chair the Workplace Health, Safety, and Risk Committee, where we're looking to do presentations on education and provide tools that will help you have a safe environment within your workplace. At Too Safe Consulting, safety is more than compliance. It's about protecting people, supporting operations, and building a culture that actually works in the real world. I founded Too Safe with one goal in mind: to provide companies with practical, high-level environmental health and safety support that makes a real impact. We work across many industries, including manufacturing, utilities, aerospace, construction, energy, pharmaceuticals, from OSHA compliance to hazardous waste manifests to safety training, audits, investigations, full EH&S program management. Our team becomes an extension of your operation. What makes us different is that we don't just hand over a binder and walk away. We stay involved, solve problems, train your people, and help create long-term results. Whether your company needs a complete safety program or support on a single project, Too Safe is ready to help wherever the work takes us. Let's build something safer together. Thank you. Looking forward to hearing from you.
Hello, my name is Melina Picon. I'm a founding member at America's Virtual Chamber of Commerce and Industry. We would like you to join us today. I am also president of PowerBooks LLC. We provide outsourced accounting, bookkeeping, controller services of businesses of all sizes. We help them transition from struggling in-house messy bookkeeping to high-level financial department. By outsourcing with us, our clients save up to 40% on their accounting costs, which allows them to focus on generating revenue. We guarantee honest, balanced, timely, and efficient financial services. If you would like to talk us on the phone, you can call us at 845-208-4649. And if you would like to email me, my email address is melina@powerbooks-llc.com. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Eugene Rodriguez, founding member of America's Virtual Chamber of Commerce and Industry, otherwise known as AVCCI. You can join us or visit our website at www.avcci.us. Again, my name is Eugene Rodriguez, and I'm a business relationship manager with Chase Bank. I work on the acquisition side and assist customers with anything from cash management to financing to basic banking needs if necessary. I'm looking for any business owner that wants a better relationship with their banking institution. If you happen to know anybody, or if that happens to be you, feel free to contact me and/or come to the website and send me a message. Thank you so much, and I look forward to meeting you.
Hey everyone, my name is Brent Gary, and I'm proud to be a founder member of the AVCCI, America's Virtual Chamber of Commerce and Industry. I'm inviting you to join our new movement at avcci.us. In addition, I'm a fractional CMO at Gary Consulting, where I work with business owners who are past the startup stage and fully into scaling, but they need your marketing to go from guesswork to growing. Thank you. Have a great day.
Hi, everyone. I am Joe Horowitz. I'm the Director of Compliance and Audit for Stetson Cyber Group. I am proud to be a member of the America's Virtual Chamber of Commerce and Industry, better known as the AVCCI. Stetson Cyber Group is a data privacy and protection firm specializing in cybersecurity risk management and network information security. What does that mean? We are your business partners. We come help you find all your risks related to cybersecurity by doing risk assessments, gap analysis. We do penetration testing, vulnerability scans. We also help you out by protecting your cybersecurity environment by doing employee trainings. We recommend all the right internal controls to put in place, and we do vCISO services. So my background has been in audit, risk, and compliance for 25 years. So we also get you prepared for all the compliances out there, whether it be federal or New York State, as far as like HIPAA, PCI, or if you're in New York State Department of Financial Services, we get you SOC 2 Type 2 compliant, ISO compliant, and CMMC for anyone who has to work with the federal government. Once again, a very proud member of the AVCCI, and look forward to seeing other chamber members in the future.
Hi, I'm Francis Borges, consulting partner with ERA Group. I'm proud to be a founding member of AVCCI, America's Virtual Chamber of Commerce and Industry. And I'm honored to serve as co-chair of the Manufacturing and Healthcare Committee. With 25 years of finance transformation and business consulting experience, working with Fortune 100 and 500 companies across manufacturing, healthcare, financial services, and other industries, I've had the privilege of driving hundreds of millions of dollars in annual savings in some of the world's largest organizations. But now I've deliberately pivoted to bring that same caliber of expertise to where I believe it's needed most, the mid-market. With ERA Group, I partner with founders, CEOs, and CFOs of mid-sized businesses that face what most are dealing with right now: margin pressure, rising costs, supply chain disruptions, and an increasingly competitive landscape. We help them find hidden EBITDA in their overheads and vendor spend, unlocking savings that go straight to the bottom line to fund growth, improve cash flow, boost valuation, and protect the margins that keep them competitive. Well, the top three things that clients love most about us: we bring that deep category expertise and the resources that the mid-market simply doesn't have access to. We do the heavy lifting, working as a seamless extension of their team to secure real savings. And we do all of this completely risk-free. No upfront budget. We are rewarded only when we put money back in your pocket. Think back to AVCCI. It's a powerful virtual community where business leaders can connect, collaborate, and grow their businesses together. Well, we are just getting started, and that's exactly why you want to be here right now. Come join us, be part of our great journey. Thank you.
Halilaksu, welcome to the American Business Podcast.
Hi, Kevin. Thanks you for having me.
Appreciate it. Well, thank you very much for connecting. Appreciate it. I've been waiting for this conversation. It's because you are a guest in the American Business Podcast. In addition, you are one of our founding members at America's Virtual Chamber of Commerce and Industry, AVCCI. We truly appreciate your support, and I'm glad you joined us today. And that's why I've been waiting for this conversation.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it.
My pleasure.
Yes. So for our listeners and for our audience, our viewers to know about you, as a start, would you please introduce yourself and your organization briefly?
Thank you. My name is Halilaksu. I'm the co-founder and the co-CEO. We are a AI company which blends management consulting and AI capabilities to help customers succeed with their AI transformations and gain value from their AI investments. Our company is based in New York with offices in London and Istanbul. I'm originally Turkish, but was born and raised in Germany, and then had a management consulting career of close to 30 years. And since about 7 years, I'm running Digitopia, and we're globally successful, almost now the market leader in the work we are doing.
This is really exciting. I also need to mention that we also have a great partnership at the American Business Podcast with Digitopia. We are getting ready to make the AI readiness tool available for the American business community. And I also thank you for that support and generosity.
Of course. Thank you.
Okay, sounds great. Well, let us know you a little bit more if that's okay. Would you please tell us about your career journey? How did you get started? How your career journey has unfolded over the years?
Of course. Thank you for the question. So as I said, I was born and raised in Germany, and I finished my education at the Technical University of Munich. I studied computer science, which is called informatics in Germany, and electronical engineering. Then I fall in love with a Turkish girl, and I moved to Istanbul. She is still my wife after 28 years. And as a German educated engineer, I started my career at SAP, the German software giant, and I worked on more than 100 ERP implementations. This is the 90s, before the millennium. So in 99, I became an entrepreneur for the first time, and we were connecting SAP systems to the internet for e-commerce, for marketplaces, for e-business transformation. Those days, it was not about digital transformation, but about it was called e-business. Then in 2002, I joined Gartner, the world-renowned research and advisory firm. Again, first in their Istanbul office, then I joined the Dubai office, and I spent 12 years at Gartner, becoming the executive partner in this region, and was leading large teams in Turkey and the Middle East, also exposed to Europe. And we were doing technology-focused, digital-focused technology strategies, roadmaps, investment decisions for the leading businesses, banks, telecom companies, retailers, e-commerce businesses, conglomerates, and so forth. And when I turned 40, which was in 2013, exactly 13 years ago, I decided to quit my corporate career. I got an offer to move permanently to Dubai and become the regional head of the operations, but I refused and decided to become an entrepreneur again. And that turned into Digitopia, and also what we call the Turkish AI Initiative. So I have two hats. The Turkish AI Initiative is a grassroots movement to help to grow the AI ecosystem in Turkey. But Digitopia is a global company and globally focused, helping organizations with their digital and AI transformation. So with an ex-colleague from SAP, who is my co-founder and the co-CEO of Digitopia, we decided to apply digital transformation and AI to management consulting. So we didn't want to be a 100 or 1,000 people consulting firm, but we thought Halil is not scalable, but kind of the digital twin, the digital version of Halil is scalable. So Khan's knowledge, Halil's knowledge, we turned into methodologies, frameworks. We created a platform, which we call the Impact Platform. And we started very slowly with the first customers in 2018, and then exponentially grew over the years. And COVID, of course, supported us because now these kind of podcasts, videocasts, and also delivering consulting over these kind of video conferencing platforms is totally legitimate, and the customers pay for it. So we were able to globally scale our business. We established our London office, then we established our New York office. Now we are headquartered in the US, 3 times funded already. We had 3 funding rounds, and now we're hundreds of customers, thousands of measurements, a team of 15 enthusiasts, very passionate about AI. And these days we're starting to deploy our agents. Now there will be hundreds of agents running to help our customers to succeed with their digital and AI transformation, and most importantly, to truly gain business value from their transformation. So I've wrote a few books. Most of them are in Turkish. You see them here in the background. This is a real bookshelf, and these are real books. Most of them are in Turkish. One of my book is also translated to English. We are working now on a new book, which will be most probably published next year. We will announce it on the Chamber podcast here as well, on the American Business Podcast. And thank you for having us and allowing us to share our insight here. But I'm truly a techno-optimist. I think during the whole history of humanity, technology has helped us to live better lives in terms of healthcare, in terms of education, in terms of communication, in terms of scientific discovery. And these days, of course, the most impactful technology is AI. And AI will continue to help us to improve the human condition with all its challenges and difficulties in terms of misinformation, hallucination, and cyber terrorism and autonomous weapon systems. But I am a big believer that we will overcome these challenges as we did with nuclear technology, biotechnology, and other technologies as well. And we will make up our minds and benefit humanity to use these technologies in a responsible and in a beneficial way.
Well, also for our listeners and viewers to know, you are also listed as a public speaker at AVCCI, America's Virtual Chamber of Commerce and Industries Public Speakers Club. And I'm glad that you are there, so these subjects also can be covered in any event and organization as a keynote speech or in other form. Or maybe presentation. And speaking of presentation, well, if you like to share your presentation and share more insights today, we welcome it.
Thank you, Kevin. Yes, absolutely. So we're doing measurements, assessments, and benchmarks. So I thought it might be a good idea and it might be insightful for our listeners to share some of our insight. So with your permission, I share my screen.
Yes, please.
And jump right into the presentation. Thank you very much.
Of course.
So I'll take this into full screen mode. And so what I did is to share an AI benchmark very briefly about Digitopia. And since we're in the business of transformation, I also share my secrets of successful transformation. So very briefly about AI, I think we know this, but AI now is a technological wave itself, and it will increase the global economy by unprecedented amounts. So as you know, this year we are expecting three big IPOs, SpaceX, Anthropic, and OpenAI, and each will be beyond $1 trillion US. This has never happened before, not in 1 year, not in the totality of the stock exchange history. And so we don't know exactly. There's a lot of discussions about, is this all a bubble or not? But I'm a big believer that we're just scratching the surface and it's underinvested, and many companies don't really use AI to their potential and to their benefits at all. So we just have started. So what we're seeing is the same like with the internet revolution and so forth. There might be some happenings on the stock market, like the dot-com bubble, but the technology will improve, and companies will adopt these technologies. So we're talking about artificial narrow intelligence mostly. Of course, the big frontier labs like OpenAI, Anthropic, SpaceX, and also companies like Google, Microsoft, and so forth are working to achieve artificial general intelligence. And then there is also this term, very utopian, artificial superintelligence. But we're not at that stage yet. For the experts, AGI might be reached in 10 to 20 years. What we are talking about today is all about artificial narrow intelligence. What is this about? So these are the examples like robots, smart robots helping us really in the homes, in the factories, in restaurants, in malls, and in other places. Face recognition and image recognition in general. Then we have all these wonderful chatbots helping us with daily tasks, and now also with agents and also in organizations. Autonomous driving, also as forklifts in factories and warehouses, all the drones also in warfare and so forth, digital twins, and then also scientific discovery. This is a protein folding. This was done by AlphaFold, as many of you might know, received a Nobel Prize in chemistry for this work, and we will see much more scientific discovery. There are three main categories of AI applications. What we are talking mostly today, why AI became so popular, is of course of ChatGPT. We call that the ChatGPT moment. It made AI accessible for everybody, and getting a response on that quality was unthinkable before ChatGPT was launched. Today, there's more than dozens of chatbots almost on the same quality. But we also had AI before, machine learning, deep learning, all kinds of optimization algorithms. Because we consider the generative AI today as AI, I call these ones traditional AI. There's other people also calling it analytical AI. And as of 2 years, since 2 years, there's also the notion of agentic AI, which turn these language models into autonomous assistants, helping us with daily tasks, not only individual, but also for businesses. And we see this unfolding very quickly because the benefits here, especially for corporates, is very high. Now, what we did last year in 2025 is 1,575 assessments. 33,870 people participated in these assessments. We collected 103,500 structured data points from these organizations. And they're representing basically a global representation with 46 countries across these three major regions. The United States is represented with 391 assessments. Then we had mostly large and medium size, but also a small portion of smaller size businesses. So this methodology, what we call the DAMI, the Digital and AI Maturity Index, is applicable in all industries, across all regions, and across all sizes of businesses. So here you see that the Americas is leading basically with the highest score of 4.1. In Europe, we had the highest score of 4.02. And in APEC, we had a score of 3.98. We'll look more closely here how these scores have evolved over the years. So you see they're evolving slowly. And the DAMI basically is a combination of digital maturity and AI maturity. And AI, of course, is following the same trend, but is slightly behind. So the total DAMI score is 287. The digital side is slightly better, is 3.1, but the AI maturity of companies is fairly low. It's picking up, and it will pick up, and most of the investments these days go into AI. So as of 2025, we will continue this DAMI score. Until 2025, we were measuring the digital maturity of companies and the AI maturity separately. As of 25, we combined it, and now we can measure both maturities. Here you see the global industry benchmark, but I skip this page and come to the USA results. These are 394 assessments, and the DAMI average is 299, the digital is 312, and the AI is 245. And you see here the representation in 17 different industries. So banking obviously is the highest. We have consumer goods, we have automotive. Surprisingly, airports are very digital and use AI a lot. The purple color shows the AI maturity, and you see in many industries the AI maturity is still very low. That's the lowest. The maximum is you see that we have in banking at 350. These are real companies, real businesses, real banks, real automotive car makers, real airports, real insurance companies. So they are very high in their AI and digital adoption. Manufacturing, see, around the average. Logistics, rather average. Pharmaceuticals, rather average. They're very good companies and very lagging companies. And this is the most important message on this slide, that basically there is a big gap between the leaders and the laggards. So it is very important to understand how you compare in your industry, where you are. And we do these measurements every year and update these benchmarks every year. That shows you if you are progressing on this scale and how you compare against your industry. We also look at the vitality of these businesses, how fast can they change, and how endurant they are, how resilient they are from a business perspective. And we see here an important inflection point at level 3, where companies start becoming faster. So you see the velocity side gets better after level 3, but until reaching level 3, the endurance side usually is stronger. We also have another slide where we look at the business value created by technology investments and transformation. So as the DAMI score, the digital maturity and AI maturity improves, we also see that at the inflection point of level 3, the business value index gets steeper. So companies invest first to get to a certain level of maturity, and then they can harness business value. And we call them the breakaway leaders. And there's also some companies, as you can see, they have very high maturity, but create less value. We call them the fashionistas, basically. So they do a lot of shop window projects. They do a lot of communication around their projects, but the true business value they have created is very limited. So with these measurements, actually, you can very scientifically understand where your business is. Each dot, these are 1,575 dots on this chart, exact the same number on this chart, basically. We know how these companies perform from a maturity perspective and from a business value perspective. Empirically, we do a lot of studies with leading business schools like London Business School, Harvard, MIT, and so forth, to truly scientifically back all this research. So how do we do this? As I said, more than 40 countries, 17 industries, 6 continents. In total, since 8 years, more than 3,000 assessments. We have partners across the globe, more than 300 customers and more than 500 certified consultants. We have a certification course. Please, if you're interested, sign up for this, to be found on our website. We have our methodologies, our frameworks. We have a very thorough consulting methodology. We have a software platform which enables all this. And we have the certification course for us and for our customers and for our partners to speak the same language. This is a DAMI framework. I don't want to go into the details. 6 dimensions, 150 topics. This comes small, medium, large, 17 different industry templates, multi-language. We do business in the Spanish-speaking world, in the French-speaking world, in the German-speaking world. 5 maturity levels. Our consulting approach is that we do the assessment first, then we help to define the strategy. There's new things which we added this year, and we're helping with the execution of the strategy. As I said, the certification course, this QR code is valid. Please scan. There is a price tag to it for AVCCI members and also for listeners to this podcast. Please get in touch. We will incentivize this and provide this at zero cost pro bono for all the listeners and for all the members of the AVCCI. Thank you, Kevin, for enabling us to reach this audience. And lastly, I very briefly want to talk about transformation. We like these 3 sentences. Transformation is a corporate method, truly. Being a SME or a large enterprise, you need the involvement of top management and you need their support. All these decisions you will take in terms of investment, in terms of direction, in terms of which AI tool to use, these are all business decisions. These are all corporate decisions. Transformation is a long journey and the target is a moving target. So there is no final destination. I'm 53 years old now. I'm in management consulting and transformation since more than 30 years. And I'm truly almost equally excited as on day one. And the journey continues. And every day there's something new and you have to basically adjust to the external factors. And finally, also transformation is a team sport. We need to include everybody. We don't need to leave anybody behind. And as in a successful team, team spirit is essential. The team coach is also critical. So the FIFA Soccer World Cup is coming up as of next week. So we wish all the teams best of luck. May the best win. And there will be a lot of excitement in the US. I will follow it very closely. So that is the best example. But also now these days, the NBA finals taking place. Kevin, you're in New York. Good luck. New York Knicks leads the finals with 2-0.
Yes, that's historical. Historical, yes, for New York Knicks.
It is absolutely. I grew up with Patrick Ewing. So since Patrick Ewing, again, this team now is truly performing extraordinarily. Good luck with that. And in many other sports, there's great excitement going on. So we like these sports analogies because winning a big tournament, winning a major league is a big achievement, and it's a team sport, and it's very cumbersome. It's a long season, and transformation is the same, basically. So in AI, basically, you need to discover what you really need to do. It's not about the technology, it's about the business issue. What problem do you really want to solve? Is it revenue maximization, value chain? Is it improving your decisions? Where is the value? Where is the opportunity? That needs to be discovered and agreed on as a business. And start with the most important problem you have, probably. The second part is rather easier. So to really define the solution, the issue in detail, identify the solution, and the best approach is really follow the leaders. What are the best companies in the world doing to solve these problems? Which technology do they use? So pick the right approach, try, test, and measure. If it works, validate, and then deploy. And if it really works in production, then scale it and see, and then realize the value. Is the problem solved? Is the KPI improved? Have you gained tangible business values? Have you gained intangible benefits? Data quality is an intangible benefit. Better decisions, faster decisions are intangible benefits. Employee satisfaction, customer satisfaction is intangible benefits. They don't show up on the balance sheet, but they're very valuable for a business. And don't forget, this requires also a cultural transformation. Some people in your organization might be even afraid of AI, of the agents. Will they take my job? Will they perform better than me? And so forth. So you need to help these people to embrace this technology and really use it wisely. So I don't want to go into this, but these are truly big questions. How much do you really want to transform your business? How much do you probably must transform your business because of competition and because of external forces? And finally, how much can you transform as an organization? Do you have the capabilities? Do you have the capacity? Do you have the culture? And you've went through other transformations, maybe the internet transformation, the mobile transformation, the cloud transformation, cultural transformation, this and that. And so what is AI for you? Another big question. Is it a cost center? Is it an enabler? Or is it truly a transformative power? So we're helping organizations to understand what they need to do next week, next month, next quarter. Beyond 1 or 2 quarters, you don't really are able to plan because you don't know what Anthropic or OpenAI or Google will ship tomorrow, and it will disrupt what you're doing already. So we recommend, please don't treat AI as a technology. AI is at least a business enabler. Sometimes truly it's about competitiveness. The CIO should not be the sole leader of AI, probably the business, because it's about business issues. And ideally, the CEO and the whole executive team should be the leaders of AI initiatives. Don't run big and long and expensive projects. Start small with pilots. And probably later on, if you're already working the agile way, agile AI sprints are the best practice in AI adoption and AI deployment. Don't do experiments too much. Prepare a use case portfolio. Better prepare a value focus portfolio. Where can we generate value? Top line growth, bottom line cost optimization, and so forth. And the compliance thing, don't get it in your way in terms of inhibiting AI projects, but you need to take care and you need to adjust your risk appetite, basically. I think with that, as I said, we do the assessments. It's good to know where you are, what's measured gets done. Then we help you define the strategy, setting your priorities, clarifying the goals, and creating your roadmap. And we help you with the execution. That's basically what I wanted to share. Thank you, and we can continue our conversation on the screen again.
Yeah, that sounds great, and it was a very informative presentation. Thank you so much for this. Well, also because it's very informative, it also shows our membership, our funding membership as well of AVCCI, America's Virtual Chamber of Commerce and Industry. That's educational, that's informative. Also, AVCCI is also a great opportunity for connecting other businesses. Speaking of that, you are a founding member of AVCCI, America's Virtual Chamber of Commerce and Industry. What would you like to say about AVCCI to our listeners and viewers?
Of course. Well, we realize that you exist through your online presence, which is omnipresent almost everywhere. And then you were very open and very supportive in our first contact. So it was kind of love on first sight. Thank you for your kindness and for your openness. We appreciate the opportunity to reach large audiences through your capabilities. We truly and very honestly appreciate collaboration between different organizations and different industries because you can't know everything, and different opinions are enriching, ambiguous opinions enriching your capabilities and your thinking. And therefore, I already, since now it's like 1 month or 6 weeks since we joined, basically, and we already were introduced to multiple organizations and to multiple great people, and we already generated business. So in no other organization it was that fast, that easy, and of that quality. So in that sense, we are really proud to be part of this virtual chamber, and hopefully we can contribute and add value to your activities and to the members' activities. And we're really looking forward to be an active member and help you to grow this movement.
Appreciate it. Thank you very much. As we are getting ready to make the AI assessment tool available for AVCCI members and American business community. What would you like to say about the AI assessment tool and how companies, American companies, getting this assessment should make the most of it and benefit from this assessment?
Thank you, Kevin. Yes, definitely. So AI is omnipresent, right? AI is the biggest technology of our lifetimes. This truly has not happened before. So the economists of the world are looking into comparisons and into the history. So I showed it at the beginning of the presentation. The first revolution with the steam engine was the Industrial Revolution. So it had a huge impact on the textile industry, on the milling industry. And then that was applied to railways. Then it was applied to the electrical infrastructure at the beginning of the 20th century. Then it was applied to the automotive and the manufacturing industry. To establish the railroad infrastructure, to establish the electrical grid infrastructure, to establish the internet infrastructure, humanity spent about 1% of GDP every year on this infrastructure. At the moment, we're spending 4% of GDP. This is like the global GDP is 110 trillion US dollars, and we're spending like 4 trillion US dollars on energy, data centers, research, and capabilities on AI. So this is 4 times bigger than any other technology before. And it probably will even grow with these new IPOs and with more companies investing in AI. So every single business on this planet, in this very country, needs to invest in AI, needs to embrace AI. This is not optional. This is mandatory. To be able to compete, to be able to survive, to be able to exist, to be able to create value, you need to embrace AI, being it in customer service, being it in warehouse, being it in accounting, being it in human resources, or being it in marketing. But every single company must invest in AI and does invest in AI with just a ChatGPT subscription or with a big investment in a bigger technology, being it a CRM or an ERP or whatever implementation. So this readiness assessment, which are 12 questions, so filling it out might take you 5 to 10 minutes, depending on how quick you read, how quick you think, but it's like 5 to 10 minutes of an assessment. It will give you a score on the scale from 1 to 5, how ready your organization is to embrace AI. So it's the first good indicator, without consuming any consulting, without spending any money, to understand where you are. And it also gives you immediately some recommendations, what you should do. Define your use cases, set up your capabilities, train your people, and find the right partners, the right ecosystem partners, being it startups or larger organizations or hyperscalers or the frontier AI companies. So, and we're really proud, and thank you, Kevin, again for enabling us to put this on your channel. So it is a online tool to be completed in 5 minutes. You get immediately your score, you immediately get your recommendations, and if you like what you receive, we can drill deeper. I can also announce here that a free consultation session based on your results after completing is complimentary. So please reach out to us. You see my email here. You can reach us through the chamber. And we are really passionate about helping organizations to scale their value from their AI investments. And I hope this makes sense, and I hope you benefit. And I'm really looking forward to talk to each of our listeners.
This is really informative and insightful. I truly appreciate it. Before we end this episode in the American Business Podcast, I'd like to take I'd like to learn your take about the next generation professionals? As times are changing, AI is becoming more important than before. What is your career advice for the next generation professionals?
That's a great question and a very difficult question, but I think that they are very lucky and living at a very exciting time. So there's a lot of discussion around this, if this or that job will continue to exist or not. We are human beings. So as we do this podcast and as we have this conversation, Kevin, from human to human, I still believe that we are social beings, and the profession of a doctor, of a teacher, of an engineer, of an architect, of a lawyer will exist for a very long time, probably forever. However, the new lawyer must understand how to use AI. The new doctor must know how to use AI and how to benefit from those qualities. And for every single profession out there, being it a programmer or an architect or a plumber or a nurse, each and every one of us are doing a lot of mundane tasks, like meeting minutes, like booking a flight, booking a hotel, like summarizing something. And these mundane tasks are not adding good value to our lives and to our businesses. And AI can do this much better and much faster on behalf of us. So I think every single one of us will get more efficient and effective and productive. And when I look, I'm a father of a 22-year-old, and she just graduated from university, and she graduated using AI and benefiting from AI, but she also learned her stuff. So I could ask her, and that was my ask to her. So please learn what you need to learn and be able to respond to any question without AI. But of course, use AI. This is like using Wikipedia or using a calculator or using the alphabet or using a pencil. This is a new tool. It makes us more efficient, but you're supposed to be able to function without the tool as well. And so my career advice to the young generation is fully embrace AI, but you need to learn your stuff. You need to be able to function without AI as well. So you just can't rely on AI. When there is no electricity, when there is no internet, you still should be able to do an architecture job, a lawyer job, or a programmer job. But of course, you will be 100 times more productive and efficient when you use AI. And therefore, it's just another tool. It's a very intelligent tool, unprecedented, not comparable to any other tool we had before. And there will be, of course, a disruption on the job market. There is a lot of important articles and a lot of important studies. The layoffs we are hearing since the last 2 or 3 years are mostly because of the high hiring rates during COVID. So the big tech companies who are laying off 10%, 20% of their staff, so 5,000, 10,000 people at Amazon or Google or Microsoft or others, these are huge businesses. They have hundreds of thousands of people, and they grew bigger during COVID, and now they're laying off people because they became quite inefficient and have redundant people working in there. And of course, AI has a little impact as well. But I think, and this is true, I think during history, people who like what they're doing, who are good at what they're doing, and who are decent people, honest people, as graduates or as young professionals, they will always find a place where they can add value and where they can shine and where they can thrive. And therefore, I think not much has changed. AI is just another tool. It's a great tool. It's quite different tool, but it's competitive out there. It was always competitive. If you want to work on Wall Street, you need to be among the best. If you want to work in Silicon Valley, you need to be among the best. If you're not as competitive, as ambitious as that, you will find a job in Virginia or in Idaho or somewhere else. And that's also good. So not everybody must become Steve Jobs. Not everybody must become Mark Zuckerberg. Not everybody must become an entrepreneur or work in tech. You can be good at anything and have fun in life and add value. But I think it's, from my understanding and my observations, it will normalize again. These days there's fluctuation and there's a lot of excitement, but I think we will get used to live with this technology side by side. And I think the young people will also find ways how they can create value. And I wish them good luck. But thank you for the question.
Of course, and thank you for these insights. Appreciate it. Before we end our episode, do you have any final remarks?
Well, as I said, probably a final conclusion and reminder, AI will impact everybody and every business and every part of daily life. We already use it in many situations, so don't be afraid. But we have a saying in Turkish that, you should not joke with a knife. So we teach this our children. A knife, we use knives every day for cutting the bread, for preparing the salad, for smearing the spread on our bagel or whatever we do. You could use the knife to kill people as well, but the majority of our listeners probably has never directed a knife to a human being. So AI can be very dangerous as well. So as we use the knives very responsibly and in a smart way, in a beneficial way, that's my ultimate advice. We should teach our children to use AI in a responsible and in a smart way as well. Use it wisely, use it responsibly, and use it for beneficial things for their own career, for the sake of the human condition. And I'm a strong believer that eventually the good will always win. So that's basically my final remarks and my conclusion. And thank you again for having me.
Appreciate it. Yes, thank you very much for your positive energy, positivity, and optimism. For those who like to be in touch with you and continue this conversation, what is the best way that they can be in touch with you?
Email halil@digitopia.co, and on LinkedIn, feel free to connect or to follow. And if you miss these or don't find me online, you always can come through the chamber, I guess.
Yes, absolutely.
The chamber is a very effective place for connecting people. Again, thank you very much, Kevin, for having us.
Thank you so much for being with us, and thank you for sharing your professional insights and professional wisdom with us in the American Business Podcast. Truly appreciate it.
Thank you.
And to our listeners and to our viewers, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. It was very, very informative. We talk about AI and we talk about America's Virtual Chamber of Commerce and Industry, AVCCI, powered by the American Business Podcast. Halil Aksu and his company Digitopia is one of our founding members at AVCCI, America's Virtual Chamber of Commerce and Industry. And that was a great conversation. And we are looking forward to have the AI assessment tool available for American businesses as well as AVCCI members and supporters. It's going to be very helpful tool, and we are looking forward to deploying it. We'll be right back after a short break. Thank you very much. Support for the American Business Podcast comes from Reddit. Do you know the biggest challenge nowadays for American small businesses? That is visibility. That's why we partner with Reddit for Business. Reddit has more than 400 million weekly visitors. Furthermore, Reddit is reliable. Reddit is the #1 source for real reviews on products, services, and brands. There is a promotion going on. When you spend $500, you'll get $500 in ad credit from Reddit. True story. I am a Reddit user. Anytime I need feedback or review for a product or service, I go to Reddit. I get the real answers, real feedback from real people, from Reddit communities. Scan this QR code and sign up for Reddit advertising for your business. Get the visibility for your company, your products and services. Scan the QR code and sign up today. Thank you for your support.
Hi, it's Neil Abruzzi, and I'm here to talk to you today about America's Virtual Chamber of Commerce and Industry. I am proud to be the head of the Technology for Business Committee, where through the Commerce we intend to bring usable technology information to the membership, something not far-reaching, but something that you can use in your business, hopefully that very day. I'm 35 years running EDI Options. We're here a company for making connections between retailers and vendors. We provide connectivity services, integration services, data handling services, and all kinds of different commerce consulting. So come on and join us at the America's Virtual Chamber of Commerce. You're going to love it here, and I look forward to working with you going forward.
Hello, I'm Nerio Rivera, and I'm a founding member at America's Virtual Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Please join us today and let us help you grow your business. So I'm also the Senior Client Manager at IMSM. There we help support your current and upcoming ISO certifications through training and a variety of other services. So if you have any questions regarding ISO, the process, or how to maintain it, please send me an email.
Hi, I'm Naeem Sayed. I'm the founding member of America's Virtual Chamber of Commerce and Industry. I highly recommend you join it, especially it's virtual and you get access and connection to everyone across the country that you actually connect with and make a meaningful relation. On personal side, I am a consulting partner for ERA Group, where we partner with CEOs and CFOs of middle market companies in helping them improve profitability. We do that by taking a look at all of their overhead costs and areas where they really don't have either the time or the bandwidth or the resources to take a look at. And that's where we come in. We do that in a contingency model, which means no savings, no fees. So if you have clients struggling to improve profitability, we are their answer. I look forward to seeing you at America's Virtual Industry.
I'm David Faverio. I'm a founding member of America's Virtual Chamber of Commerce and Industry, other known as AVCCI. I am the chair of the Sustainability Committee. We look to educate people and businesses on how to be more sustainable and how to introduce sustainability into their business to be more efficient in their operations. I'm also the president of Pupfish Sustainability Solutions. Pupfish's data destruction methods are AAA NAID certified through iSigma, which certifies our adherence to the high security and ethical standards in the data destruction industry. We operate on a zero landfill policy, which means nothing winds up in the landfill. Everything's 100% repurposed or recycled back into the U.S. manufacturing stream. And Pupfish received our certified B Corporation status in 2021, and we are proud to be a force for the local and global good.
Hello, I'm Kimberly Mitchell, founding member of America's Virtual Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Visit us at www.avcci.us and become a member today. I'm also the owner of Emerald City Ventures. I work with Gen X women who find themselves in a pattern of stopping and starting and starting and stopping. And we reunite you with that version of yourself that you've been trying to reach for years. And she's in there. We're going to bring her out. So visit us at www.kimm.co or email me at theowner@emeraldcityventures.net.
Hi, I'm Jolie Leidner, and I'm a founding member of America's Virtual Chamber of Commerce and Industry. And I'm also the co-chair of the Human Resources and Workforce Development Committee. And we at that committee will guide you with everything educational for HR and recruiting. as I own Jobs by Jolie, a staffing company, and we're here for all your staffing needs, where we staff every industry with a personal touch, and we do temporary, permanent, and temp to perm staffing, and we do it across the country. So I could be reached at 516-521-7602 or Jolie@jobsbyjolie.com. Hope to hear from you. Thanks.
Hello, my name is Christian Torres. I am one of the new founding members of the American Virtual Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Now, what does that actually mean? Well, we're putting together some committees that are shaped specifically to help business owners just like you. And I'm proud to be the new co-chair of the Business Strategy and Innovation Committee, which means every month we're going to be working together to bring you the educational content, the insights, the learnings, and the resources to help you figure out what's next, what's on the horizon. There are so many shifts in the marketplace right now and disruptions going on every single day. My background is actually in decision intelligence, which means that I help companies make high stakes decisions using data, AI, and decision-making frameworks. And I do that all through my company, Stark Analytics. So I am really, really excited to bring that expertise and knowledge to the Committee for Business Strategy and Innovation and help business owners just like you get the tactical advantage that they need to succeed.
Would you like to listen to music during your work time? We are here to help. We created ABP Office Music Pod, powered by the American Business Podcast. ABP Office Music Pod is for you, the working professional. You can enjoy jazz, lo-fi, smooth jazz, classic music, and more during your work time. We keep the music positive and energetic. You can go to the YouTube channel of the American Business Podcast, or you can scan this QR code and start listening right away. There is more coming in the American Business Podcast, and this is one of them. Enjoy ABP Office Music Pod during your work time, and thank you very much for your support. Would you like to start your business podcast? We are here to help. My name is Kevin Devecioglu. I am the founder and host of the American Business Podcast, the voice of American business. When we started the American Business Podcast on February 28, 2025, we had only one mission in mind: to promote, support, and uplift American businesses, nonprofits, manufacturers, and the American business community. Within our first 6 months, we managed to pass 100,000 YouTube subscribers, and we received YouTube Silver Award. This is an important award. It shows our dedication to American business and to the American Business Podcast viewers, subscribers, and American Business Podcast community. Now you can have your own branded company podcast within the American Business Podcast Network. You can promote your company, your products, your services, and you'll have instant visibility in front of thousands of the American Business Podcast viewers, subscribers, and followers. You can promote your company, your products and services. You can educate and inspire businesses and individuals. More importantly, you can tell your story, your brand story. How did you get started? What makes you different? And how you are helping your customers and communities. As you know, in the American Business Podcast, I've been talking to more than 100 American businesses. Each business has a story that is inspiring and motivational. I know your business also has a great story which is motivational and inspiring. It is time for you to have your business podcast within the American Business Podcast Network. We help you start your business podcast and we help you grow your business. This is a great opportunity for you to be visible in the marketplace in front of thousands of the American Business Podcast viewers and subscribers. And this is a great opportunity for us to fulfill our mission to promote, support, and uplift American businesses. Please send us an email and let's get the conversation started. It is PaaS@americanpodcast.tv. Business podcasting as a service. Powered by the American Business Podcast, the voice of American business. The American Business Podcast is America's fastest growing educational business podcast network in this age of AI. My name is Kevin Devecioglu. I'm the founder and host of the American Business Podcast, and I'm looking forward to hearing from you, working with you, and help you grow your business with your new business podcast. Thank you very much. Support for the show comes from Yelp. You know, I've been talking to more than 100 business owners in the American Business Podcast. Do you know the biggest problem for small businesses nowadays? It is visibility. That is why you should sign up and list your business on Yelp for Business. I have the QR code on the screen, and when you scan the QR code, the form will show up on your screen and you can sign up on the registration form. It comes with free trial with no obligation. Make it easy for your customers to find you. Do you know there are more than 70 million customers visiting Yelp website looking for services from businesses just like yours? Restaurants, home services, professional services, and many other businesses are being searched on Yelp on daily basis. That's a great opportunity. If you list your business on Yelp, you'll be findable, searchable, and you'll be visible. When you are visible, when your customers are able to find you, you're in business. You can get opportunities, you can get leads, you can build a healthy and profitable pipeline. Consider Yelp for Business. Scan the QR code, sign up, and start your free trial. It comes with free trial. Very comfortable, no obligation. List your business and start getting the results and enjoy the benefits of Yelp Business. Thank you for your support. Support for the American Business Podcast comes from Just Answer. Real help from real experts 24/7. Experts such as lawyers, doctors, veterinarians, computer technicians, home improvement experts, mechanics, personal tax experts, computer technicians, and many other experts are available for you 24/7 on Just Answer. You'll get your answers anytime, during the day, during the night, 24/7, and you'll get your answers from reliable sources. You can scan the QR code on the screen and you can sign up for Just Answer. The answers you need at a price that is right. Scan the QR code and sign up for Just Answer today. Thank you for your support. Thank you for being with me in the American Business Podcast. If you'd like to be a guest in the American Business Podcast, please send us an email, guestbooking@americanpodcast.tv. If you'd like to sponsor ABP, if you'd like to advertise in our podcast episodes, please send us an email, growyourbusiness@americanpodcast.tv. You can advertise your company, your products, your services, and your brands in the American Business Podcast. Please send us an email, growyourbusiness@americanpodcast.tv. You can also visit our website, americanpodcast.tv, to learn more about the American Business Podcast, as well as our coming streaming schedule. Now you can have your branded company podcast within the American Business Podcast network. We call it Business Podcasting as a Service, PaaS. If you're interested in starting your business podcast in the American Business Podcast network, please send us an email, aas@americanpodcast.tv. As part of our international expansion, we started international podcast editions. When you scan this QR code, it'll take you to our YouTube page. And please go to the podcast section in our YouTube page and you'll see our international podcast editions. They are ABP Espanol, ABP German, ABP French, ABP Hindi, ABP Portuguese, and ABP Turk that you can listen to American Business Podcast in 6 different foreign languages. Okay, well, we are in the process of increasing our presence in social media. If you're on LinkedIn, please scan this QR code and subscribe, follow us on LinkedIn. If you're on TikTok, please scan this QR code. It'll take you to our TikTok page. Please subscribe. Please follow us. If you are on Instagram, please scan this QR code. It'll take you to our Instagram page and please subscribe. If you are on Facebook, we'll also appreciate your help and support. Please scan this QR code. It'll take you to our Facebook page and please follow us. And finally, we are on IMDb, next to other reputable media productions. Please scan this QR code, go to our IMDb page, and please rate us on IMDb. We'll truly appreciate your help and support. I'd like to thank you for your help. Thank you for your support. I'm looking forward to seeing you in coming The American Business Podcast episodes. The American Business Podcast is the voice of American business. The American Business Podcast, America's fastest growing educational business podcast network in this age of AI. Thank you very much for your help and looking forward to seeing you. Thank you.